Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. There we go. Lesson 57, probability. Probability is the measure of how likely it is that an event or combination of events will occur. And it is a number between 1 and 0. There are many situations whose future outcomes are uncertain. For example, the weather forecast might say that rain is likely tomorrow, but this would only be an educated guess. It might rain or it might not rain. If we take an airplane flight, we might arrive early, we might arrive late, or we might arrive on time. We cannot know for sure in advance. So that is where probability comes into play. Probabilities are numbers between 0 and 1. An event that is certain to occur has the probability of 1. An event that is impossible to occur has the probability of 0. So certain has the probability of 1. Impossible has the probability of 0. If an event may or may not occur, then its probability is a fraction between 0 and 1. Likely, if an event is more likely to occur, so if it's likely, it might be half or more. And if it's unlikely, it would be half or more. I'm going to make that sign more. So like greater than half. Oh, that's less than. Greater than half. Pretend that's a greater than sign. Or unlikely, which would be less than half. Half or less than half. Yeah. There is a chance. The word chance is also used to describe the likelihood of an event. Chance is often expressed as a percent ranging from 0%, that would be the impossible, impossible would be 0%, or if it is certain, then it would be 1 or 100%. And then if it's likely, it would be 50% or greater. And if it's unlikely, it would be less than 50%, 49% or less. So let's look at example 1. A dot cube is rolled once. Which word best describes each event? Certain, likely, unlikely, or impossible? A, the dot cube will stop with a 3 on top. That is unlikely. It could happen, but the chance of it happening is 1 out of 6. So 1 out of 6 is less than 3 out of 6, which would be half. So this is unlikely to occur. Your chance is 1 out of 6. B, the dot cube will stop with more than 2 dots on top. Well, there could be 3 dots, 4 dots, 5 dots, or 6 dots. So that is likely because your fraction would be 4 out of 6. The dot cube will stop with fewer than 7 dots on top. That is certain because there's not 7 dots on top. So 6 out of 6 times you roll the dice, it's going to have fewer than 7 dots on top. And D, the cube will stop with more than 6 dots on top. That is impossible. There is a 0 out of 6 chance that you will get more than 6 dots on top if you roll a 6-sided dice. Example 2. We do experiments that involve probability. Some experiments that involve probability are tossing a coin, spinning a spinner, and selecting an object from a set of objects without looking. The possible results of such experiments are called outcomes. The probabilities of the outcomes of any experiment always add up to 1. So it has to equal 1 as the total, or like 100%. Something can't be more than 100% likely to happen. Example 2. The circle is divided into 5 equal sectors. Find the possible outcomes of A, B, and C. So A, there is one A section out of 5. So 1 out of 5 is the chance that that's going to happen. B, there is one section with B. So there is a 1 out of 5 chance that B will be spun. And C, there is 1, 2, 3 out of 5 chances that that letter C will be spun. So the thing to know about these is that all of the numerators, which is that number on top, would add up to 5 because that is the denominator. So we have 1 plus 1 plus 3, 3, 4, 5. That equals 5. So our fraction with all of them combined is 5 out of 5, which is 1. And if you remember, I just said all of them have to equal 1. So 5 out of 5 equals 1. So that is how we double check that. Example 3. A bag contains 5 red marbles, 3 blue marbles, and 2 yellow marbles. What is the probability that the marble is blue? So how many marbles do we have total? 5 plus 3 plus 2. So we have 10 marbles total. So 10 is our denominator. What is the probability that the marble is blue? Well, we see that there's 3 blue marbles, so 3 out of 10. Is that likely or unlikely? The answer is unlikely, because if it was likely, it would be 5 or more. Probability that the marble is not blue. So to do not blue, we can add up all the other marbles. Our denominator is still going to be 10, and 10 minus 3 is 7. So that is likely that the marble is going to be not blue. Very, very good. Okay, I hope that this makes sense to you, and if you have any questions, please be prepared to ask them tomorrow. Have a great day.